If fantasy and romance are what you seek, featuring heroines who aren't quite so meek, with booktok and Instagram full of deceit, simply listen to our podcast, Our Picks of the Week. I always get ready to do a song, and then I realize...
I almost forgot that we had the Pick of the Week.
I know. Some sort of musical number, a little moment. Anyways, my pick of the week is a DNF. Did not finish.
Oh, I didn't know you were going into a DNF.
Yeah, dude.
Katie.
It was something. So I tried Phantasma by Kalie Smith. booktok, Bookstagram has been talking about this book. You've probably seen the cover.
Don't fucking trust booktok.
Girl, there was just so many reviews about it being super good. And I started it and it was good. The first 12% I got through. I even texted Jordan and I was like, this is pretty banging.
I downloaded the sample because you texted me about it.
See? And then randomly at 15-16% it fell apart and I ended up DNFing at 21%. So I gave it a solid run. And it was just boring. The premise. There is this girl who is from a necromancer family and her mom dies in the very first 2 pages, and then the power kind of transfers to her as the oldest daughter. She has a younger sister named Genevieve or something. Her name's Ophelia. It has very gothic vibes, but it's set in New Orleans. During the could not tell you. There's carriages and kind of cars.
So between 1890 and 1910, 20?
That checks out. They have corsets on.
Okay.
The vibes. Yeah, set in New Orleans. Mom dies. The sister, they all of a sudden are going to lose their house for some reason because there's some suspicious debt that came across.
Oh, the downtrodden heroine.
Honestly. Well, that's what it started out as. And then the sister all of a sudden runs off and she leaves a note, of course. And she's like, I am going to go fix all of our problems. Don't worry about me. I'll come back. It's when has that ever worked? I know. I'll do it alone. Oh my God. But in the background, there's this gothic fun house competition event thing that has been circulating through the United States, and it just popped up in New Orleans, and this is kind of happening on the periphery, and people can say that they want to enter into the competition, and you have to make it through the 7 layers of hell. Kind of like Dante.
Yeah, Inferno.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
look at you making literary references.
Academia. Ooh. And so she realizes that her sister entered into the competition because you win some money prize at the end if you make it through. And so basically she's like, oh no, I need to find my sister. I'm going to enter into the competition too. And the thing with Ophelia is she can see ghosts. That's part of her necromancer power. And there's different levels of ghosts. And then we immediately get introduced to the love interest who's a phantom.
Is this in the first 20 pages you make the love interest, or first 50 pages?
First 50 pages.
Okay.
Yeah, because he's they have a one-off meeting where he's she can hear him, but she can't see him. And then she meets him again later and realizes it's the same person.
Mm-hmm.
It was just, it started off good. The descriptions were interesting. The setting was cool. The characters I was kind of meh about, but whatever. But then all of a sudden, Ophelia turns into this bitch. And I don't know how to describe it any other way.
Oh my God.
Other people try to talk to her and she's like, I just don't care. And it's okay, bitch, first of all. And then a girl tries talking to her to befriend her and she's like, yeah, I guess. And then goes back to eating and it's girl, we don't need to be a cunt right now, but okay.
Oh wow, Katie.
I cannot encapsulate how annoying it was to read from her perspective. God, I could not. But then it was annoying too because all of the romantic dialogue between her and the phantom guy was just really lackluster, and we are told that we feel this romantic tension between them, but the dialogue is just them talking about random things. So it's confusing to be oh my God, my body tingled. It's he's just asking about your day. There's no need for that.
It sounds like the dynamic in Belladonna between the main character and then Death.
Yeah.
But way worse.
Yeah, because that was one of the that was the vibe I was getting throughout it, but it just the romantic dialogue, and it's marketed as a dark fantasy romance. but it's like,
What does that mean?
I don't know, because it's like kind of horror-y. Like we get some like kind of scary scenes with like ghouls or whatever. But like, is it a dark romance? Because it reads very fluffy between like the romance parts. So that's why it's like, I don't know what I'm being marketed.
That's strange. Because dark fantasy romance could either mean bondage or it could mean murder.
Yeah. But it's like, who? Yeah. I'm a fucking owl over here. Like, oh my God. Girl, I thought I was going fucking insane because everybody's been like raving about this book. And I even had to like Google, like, I was like, do other people find this just boring? And there was a lot of people there like, if you've gotten to 20% and it's not doing it for you, it's not going to get better. And I was like, well, who is enjoying this? So if you want something better, The Serpent and the Wings of Night by Carissa Broadbent, same.
Always a good rec.
I know, honestly. Same, like, dark,
Games.
bloody, competition. What Monstrous Gods by Rosamund Hodge, only because the whole thing reads like a fever dream. Like, you're never really sure, like, where she is in reality, because, like, doors will open and, like, she tries to go somewhere and go somewhere else. And that has, like, a ghost boyfriend, whatever. And then also Cruel Beauty by Rosamund Hodge.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I almost wonder if this was like Rosamund Hodge fanfic.
Maybe. Because Rosamund Hodge's, her books are good. They're not amazing.
Yeah.
But they're readable.
Yeah.
With the same kind of interesting like games and weird separate worlds. So
yeah. Because they read very similar, like setting fever dream where you're like, I don't know what the fuck is going on, but I'm here for it.
It's YA trying to be new way and it's just not working.
Yeah. Yeah. So Phantasma, Kalie Smith, it was Kindle Unlimited, so I'm at least not like out money.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just disappointed because I want some kind of like gothic New Orleans, like voodoo magic, like sign me the fuck up, but like not to this. It was shame.
Wow.
Yeah, the fantasy subreddit.
You rarely have such bad reviews.
I think it's because she's such a bitch for no reason. Like, I am so...
You're coming off of Violet straight into that. Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah. I have this shirt that's like a frog pond, and it says like rage consumes me. I almost wore it. Maybe I should have. Because it was just so like, you don't have to be a bitch to be like an interesting, like cold person.
Yeah.
You know?
You can be a badass without being a bitch.
Yeah. And I'm done with the girl on girl hate for no fucking reason. She's just... I'm fine. I didn't even like hate it that much, but now that I'm talking about it, I'm like, this is irritating. So yeah, Phantasma, didn't like it. It was not fantastic.
From Katie's shelf or trash can to yours.
We'll see you on the next page. Hi, readers. If you'd like to help us pick our next book, send us a message on Instagram.
Or if you'd like to just listen, we post new episodes every Monday and Wednesday on Spotify, Apple, and Amazon. Thanks for listening.
Bussin'.